Hello dear students. This is the third video on the topic regular expression. In the previous video, we were looking at definition of regular expression in which we saw first 3 points, but in the third point we saw only point A, where if the two regular expressions R1 and R2 exist, then their union R1 plus R2 is also a regular expression. Let's look at point number B. What if two regular expressions R1 and R2 exist, and if we concatenate them, then that concatenation of R1 and R2 is also a regular expression. Let's try to understand this point. Consider again alphabet sigma, which is A comma B. What that means is we can construct any string using A and B, as if in our world there exist only two characters A and B, and we can build any string using these two characters. So consider a set of all possible strings. Check this word, all possible strings that can be constructed using symbols of sigma. The smallest string that we can construct is an empty string, null string, or we can construct A. We have not taken B at all. We can construct B. We have not taken A at all. Or we can construct string containing two A's, no B at all, two B's, no A at all, and so on. There are infinite strings, isn't it? We saw in the earlier video. And we know that this set is known as sigma star. All strings that you can construct using A comma B. Sigma is A comma B. So this set is called as sigma star. What if we have a regular expression like this, A dot B? What does this signify? What does this regular expression represent? Now R is equal to A dot B. From our previous video, we know that A itself is a regular expression, B itself is a regular expression, then R1 dot R2 is also a regular expression. That means R is equal to A dot B is a regular expression. From our discussion in the previous video, we know that there is a filter here, and the condition given for the filter is R is equal to A dot B. This is the filter condition. So only those strings which pass this filter or this condition will be shown or will be taken as the output. Now we have a big set over here. Although I am writing only a few strings of this set, let's say that these are the strings of the set, and there are infinite strings which can be made using A and B. Now if you put in every string of this sigma star on this filter, which strings will pass? Only those strings will pass which pass this test. That is, the strings which are made up of A followed by B, but only one A followed by one B. So only one string will pass through, that is AB, because this string is surely containing one A followed by one B. Notice that A will not pass. This is the string I am encircling you over here. You see in the string, in this set, this A will not pass the test because although A is present, B is not present. Check it again. I have R is equal to A dot B. So suppose I give a string something like this, ABB. This is also a string in sigma star. You know that. So you can see that A, okay, matches the first A, followed by B, okay, it matches B. But there is no provision over here to match this third B. Hence, the string ABB will not obey the rules of the given regular expression A dot B. Only one string will obey the rule, that is AB. So regular expression A dot B will recognize, will actually accept only one string, that is AB, from this entire universal set. You note that this string AB is only accepted, remaining are rejected. If we continue this discussion with more examples, let's say, let's say that we change our regular expression a bit. Just check this. Suppose we have a regular expression R given as R is A dot B dot B, suppose. So you know A is a regular expression, B is a regular expression, B is also a regular expression. That means concatenation of individual regular expression itself is a regular expression. So what does this regular expression indicate? That given a sigma star which contains all the strings which can be made using A and B, okay, say these are the strings, isn't it, which can be made using AB. This is an infinite string. Then only one string will be accepted out of all this, which is indeed ABB. Check this. Only ABB will match this. But rest of the strings will be rejected by this regular expression. Well, this nicely matches our definition of deterministic finite automata or non-deterministic finite automata. What does that say is, given a string in the input, DFA or NFA will accept or reject a given string if it doesn't fit in the rules given by DFA or if it doesn't fit in the rules given by NFA. Okay, so let's continue our definition with the third point in the basic definition of regular expression. What was the basic definition? Let's go on top here. The third point was that if R1 is a regular expression, then R1 asterisk itself is a regular expression, and this is called closure. This is very interesting. Now what does this mean is that suppose we have got sigma star as all strings made up of A and B, and if I have a regular expression as A star, now notice A itself is a regular expression, is a regular expression. Then A star is also a regular expression. So we have a regular expression A star. Now this is read as zero or more occurrences. Check, zero is also there. Zero or more occurrences of A. So any string which contains zero or more A's will be accepted. Just point out, just listen very carefully to my sentence. The strings which contain zero or more occurrences of A and only A will be accepted. There is no mention of B here. So if the string contains any B, it will be rejected. We want only those strings which contain zero or more A's. So coming back to our filter here, just excuse me for this rough work at the bottom. Okay, the filter here is R is equal to A star. Now we know that we have a big set which contains epsilon, A, B, double B, AB, BA, and many such strings. Now what if we give epsilon to this filter? Oh, come on. Epsilon means zero A's. Please try to understand. What does epsilon mean? Empty string. An empty string has zero A's and it has no B's also. That means epsilon will be there in our output set. I hope you are understanding. You check that R is equal to A star means except those strings which have zero or more A's, and epsilon has zero A's. Now what about A? Suppose we give A. Yes, it has one A, so A will be accepted. What if we give, instead of A, we give AB? It will be rejected. Are you understanding? If we give AB, look at this. If we give AB, okay, it contains one A, but it contains one B also. But the rule says that the string should contain 0 or more A's. It should not contain B. So which strings will be finally accepted? Double A, triple A, 4 times A, and infinite such strings will be accepted. Are you following? So if we continue this discussion, what if I have a regular expression as, let's say, B star, and you know we have sigma as A comma B, and we have sigma star as all strings made up of A and B. Epsilon is also there, A, B, double A, B, B A, B B, triple A, and many such strings are there in sigma star. Which strings out of this will be accepted by this? Come on, you know the answer. The output will be epsilon, because epsilon has 0 B's. This B star means 0 or more B's. B will be accepted, BB, triple B, 4 times B, and so on. But the string can't contain A. The string should contain only 0 or more B's. Let's continue. To understand the closure, suppose I have R is equal to A dot B star. Here comes the point now. Here comes the point. Big point is, you know that A itself is a regular expression, and you know that B star, look at this, B star itself is a regular expression. Come on, closure of B is a regular expression. Then R1 dot R2, R1 dot R2 itself is a regular expression. But what does this regular expression identify? What does this regular expression recognize? It recognizes, it recognizes all strings, or it accepts all strings which have, just check this, first letter, the strings having first letter as A, and followed by, A is followed by 0 or more B's. 0 or more B's. I have stopped drawing that filter notation now. I hope you are becoming more and more comfortable. What will be the strings? A will be there. Note epsilon won't be there in this set. In this output set, epsilon won't be there, because the rule says that A is must. Just check that A is must, and A is followed by 0 or more B's. So what will be the next string? Yes, AB, A, B, B, A 4 times B, A 2 times B, I missed out this, and so on. You notice that A can be followed by 0 or more B's. So this A, which I am encircling, is followed by 0 B's. This A is followed by 1 B. This A is followed by 3 B's. This A is followed by 2 B's, and so on. That's what A B star means. Now many authors write this as A dot B star or A B star. It should be understood that this star is applicable only to B, not for A. Whereas if this was written as A B star in the bracket, then star is applicable to both A and B. We will come to this point. But there should be no confusion. If A B star is written, then this star is applicable only to B. So this regular expression means that the strings which begin with A, only single A is allowed, and that too at the beginning, followed by 0 or more B's. I think that now we have covered all the 3 points in our basic definition of regular expression. What is union, what is concatenation, and what is closure. But I am sure that more and more examples are necessary to understand how regular expressions accepts or rejects the strings. We will see that in the coming videos. Thank you very much.